I don't know. I meant to believe that it disappeared. But anyway, we have Monique here, we have Cole here, we have Hilary here, we have Morgan here, we have Clayton here, and Jonathan. Terry, she live streamed miniature last semester, and she's live streaming calls. And Savannah Harrington, she'll probably live stream some and be in class some. So that accounts for everybody. Now to get into Moodle for cost accounting, pretty much they're using the same old numbers. That's not letting me erase. There it did. It let me erase. Okay, to get in on Moodle, that's not letting me write. Everything went so great this morning, so I guess everything's going to bug me this period. Do any of y'all know anything about Notepad? I can clear this screen by hitting Control something. I forgot what I'm supposed to hit. We never had training in Notepad, so we just do the best we can. But for this class to get in on Moodle, ACCT, sometimes I leave out that T, you can't do that. And it's the course number 306, and it is S. Now this is a 1, W. It's not an L or an I, it's a 1 W. Okay? That'll get you in on Moodle. And we should have some PowerPoints on Moodle, maybe solutions. I'll get everything on there that I can. Control delete. Clear. Is it Control delete? How'd you find that? That's smart. Well, it deleted some of it, but not all of it.
Control delete all of it, press delete again.
All right, Control delete. Not working, dude. Huh, it worked there for a minute. It's still erasing, so we're okay. All right, so there's the roster, there's that code, and here's a syllabus. All right, you can read this syllabus. For those people that might be live streaming, though, don't forget to give me a page summary of today's class. Do not forget to have a proctor if you can't come to class to take the test. I think we're going to have a proctor in service, but it will cost you. So hopefully you come to class to take the test that you don't have to pay for a proctor in service. Okay, that's getting housekeeping out of the way. Now, I see that Morgan has this book. Morgan, do you have the 9th edition?
Yes.
Okay, you're good. On 8th, you had this book out. It's the 9th edition. Anybody else have this book? Okay, Hilary, what's your plans for? Okay. There should be used ones. I used it last year. Using the same one, so it should be some use. Jonathan, your plans? All right. All right. right, where'd you get yours from, Morgan?
Check.
Check. What'd you have to pay for?
It's a rental, so it's on $30.
Rent it? Pay your money, where'd you get yours?
Amazon,
You buy it or rent it?
rent it,
How much?
18.
Not bad. Son, where's yours coming from? 18 to rent it?
Yeah.
So, how about you, Clay?
Guess I'm more
Joey, how about you? Where's yours coming?
How are you?
18's not bad, is it? But that's a deal. And, it's probably change next year anyway, but there are used ones now. So, but, and that's rental of hard copies. Yours will be a hard copy or you gotta bring your laptop twice.
Oh,
Huh? Hard copy, I think is better. But some of those, some of my accounting principal students, they have the computerized version. And it's hard for them to find their problem. We're on problem. And it's hard for them to find it sometimes. They have to look at the table of contents and it's different. Okay, so that's the book. Now, how about the class? Okay. Accounting majors have to have cost accounting. That's why we don't have any management majors here. They took managerial. Accounting majors have to take managerial. And I don't see why you have to have both. So Mr. Amar, I will look at it. We may take out managerial. Especially for a new catalog. Because if you had managerial money, it'll make this class easy. Or you had it, it'll make this class easy. You three guys and Morgan did not have managerial, did you? But once you get out of this class, managerial will be easy next fall. Managerial is easier than cost accounting. They both have the same thing. Except cost accounting is a little more detailed. Managerial is an easier class. So for you four, it will make managerial easier. And for Morgan, she's in accounting principles too. It'll make her last two chapters. You won't even have to properly study those last two chapters. You'll get it in here. Okay. So there's a bonus there for everybody. So Hillary and Monique, they should have an easy time. Since they got that journal. Let's see, Terry's a county major and so is Savannah. But we've only got 4 or 5 accounting majors. It's in all classes. Some of them get 7 or 8 because they're out of sync. Okay. All right, so this is the book. Now let me see if I have PowerPoint. I'm supposed to have. And guys, see, they're all there now. They were not there a minute ago. Now they're all there. And so I hope this one's working. I had to reset up. Okay, in accounting principles, you had a service business and you had a retail business. Principles 1. All right, and principles 2, you had partnership, corporation, and you had manufacturer accounting. I thought I had PowerPoint on here, but that looks like that'd be managerial. Here it is. And guys in taxes, they finally got the right PowerPoint. I had a hard time going in and getting them to bring up the right PowerPoint. Oh boy, now they're wanting me to unzip. Never done that before either. I'm not going to work with this very long. I have it ready for Thursday. I'll do this later. I thought it was on zip because I used it before. Let me try here. There we go. All right, Cost County, manufacturing county. Now, if we want to look out here for proprietorship, you may see beauty shops and barber shops, repair people, and even tax businesses, small grocery stores, small stations, a lot of proprietors out there. All right, and then we went up a little bit on partnerships, and then corporations. Now we start out with the service business, and service business will be your beauty shop and your barber shop, even a service station, repair people, garages. Okay. Then we went up to retail, and that's where Monique works at JCP. Okay. You work anywhere. Hey, John, you work for Good City, Co. And Morgan Manning McDonald's in Princeton, okay, which is a retail business, it's a little business. The service goes on with a little bit, but it's retail. All right, now we're talking about manufacturing business. All right, can you name some of the largest companies in the country? Largest companies in the country. Okay, Walmart is a retail business. At one time it was the largest. All right. What are some other large corporations in the country? Well, so Amazon is also retailing, and I guess him and his wife are going through a divorce. He's going to have to spend $136 billion because they live in a community property state. And he had another girlfriend after being married 25 years. He got to 25-year each. But that's going to be some divorce, some settlement. So she probably won't cry too hard if she gets high to $100-something. All right. But that's another retailing business. What are some other large corporations in this country? What are you driving to school today, Jonathan? Who makes Jeep? Fiat, Chrysler. Fiat bought out Chrysler. What are you driving, Cole? Ford Corporation, a large corporation? What are you driving, Clayton?
Hyundai.
What is that? Chinese? No, what is that? Korea?
It is more.
It's foreign.
I can't.
You have said Honda. I believe it's Korean. I do.
I think it is.
But then it said Honda. Now Honda has a lot of business in the United States. They're a large manufacturing company. So General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, Honda, Toyota, all those are large manufacturing companies. All right, and when you go home, Morgan, what do you have in your kitchen? All right, can you name one? What?
Fridge.
Right, now who makes those items? Japanese.
Microwave. Thanks, I said it's
Frigidaire, U.S. company. Look, it says Westinghouse or General Electric for refrigerators, washers, dryers, what have you. But you know, Japan does make a lot of our, okay. What cell phone do you have? Only,
Oh,
that's Apple. Apple's a market company. Who has a Samsung? All right, that's Japanese. But anyway, so do you not see that everything you wear is a corporation? Everything in your house, furniture is made by a corporation. Everything in this room, whether it be monitors, desks, tables, stands, chairs, they're made by a corporation, and that's manufacturing. Okay. Now, what is manufactured around West Virginia? Construction is considered manufacturing. If you build a road or a highway or a sidewalk, that's manufacturing something. If you build apartments, a hotel, a house, that's manufacturing too. All right. If you go to an arts and crafts fair, all those little handmade gadgets, gimmicks, and go to Tamarack. Has anybody here not been in Tamarack? You live in West Virginia. Everybody's been in Tamarack. Is there not a lot of handmade stuff in there by West Virginia? They manufacture that out. Arts and crafts are manufactured. What you do in your basement at home or in your garage. So now we used to have Caterpillar. I don't know if they make products for this service. Now we do have a blue wolf factory down in Virginia. They make blue wolf. Do you know what blue wolf is? A married person probably would. What is it?
degreaser.
It's a cleaning solution. Degreaser. All right. There was Caterpillar. There was another company, Joy Manufacturing Company. And there used to be a roof bolt manufacturing company there for years. Now the Blue Whale, back when I was up here in '79, I visited the clothing plant in Blue Whale. They were making sporting goods, shirts and things for schools. That's a manufacturing company of clothing. There used to be a lot of clothing factories. So I have let you see the need for manufacturing accounting. Okay? But Apple, did the fella start making the Apple computer in his garage? Well, I think Jobs started making the Apple computer in his garage. Now look at Apple. Apple has lost shares of stock. Who has the iPhone 10? Now do you have the XR, the XS, the X what?
XS Max.
XS?
Max.
Max, well, that's Max, that's what I get. What do you have?
X.
Plain X?
Plain X.
I was trying to look the difference between the two. There was an S and an R. I think one of them, they made a cheaper version. Yours had the camera on both sides. Yours does. All right. I think the R, they did put the camera on both sides and they made the aluminum instead of some other kind. They made it a couple hundred cheaper. It was both the same feature. Okay. All right. So your notebooks is manufactured, your paper is manufactured, your textbooks is manufactured, your pens are manufactured, your clothes are manufactured, Dr. Pepper is manufactured. All right. So we need manufacturing account. Okay. All right. Now here, back in accounting principles, we were doing accounting principles for investors and creditors. Managerial accounting we do for managers. But now cost accountant, we provide information to both internal and external users. Managerial accounting, you don't have to use GAAP. Cost accounting principles you do. So you can see the overlap here. Cost accounting overlaps with financial and with managerial. Managerial overlaps with cost. Now here, managerial accounting does not have to conform with GAAP. Some things in cost does. All right, we're going to focus internal and on segments and so forth. We'll look at that later. Internal parties, here's some of your old management terms: planning, controlling, decision making. IMA has actually a test. Some of these things we don't have to worry about. I'm not concerned about a whole lot of the management terms, authority, what have you. But now, these terms, if you're good in cost accounting, a treasurer or controller of a corporation, manufacturing, the controller is the chief accountant, the treasurer may be in some company, or the financial officer may be in some company. But there's a lot of jobs out there in factories that need a controller, which you need cost accounting. Constraints, money is always a constraint. Capital, machinery, technology, and environmental. Companies have to keep up with technology too. Now here, I kept up with technology when I went to Surface Pro. I've got Notepad, and I've got PowerPoint, and I've got solutions, and so on. Now, a couple of the professors, let's see, Dr. Smith, Dr. Thorne, Dr. Albert, three of them I know of, they didn't go with this. They've got the other rooms where you have the overhead, and you got to go in the Bluefield State Video Center. You got to go in the Bluefield State Video Center to look up a video, right? But now here, all you got to do is go on Moodle for my class. And I've got it on there, cost accounting or something in today's date. Click on that date and you can watch it live or watch it later. I hope it didn't mess up today because we have to start a new one. All right. Value chain, that is another marketing ideal. Will we may have to do accounting for a value chain? Sure. We worry about production in this course. Production. Okay. Marketing is another class. Management's another class. Some of these things I'm not interested in. These we have to be. Product cost and inventory. Here's an interesting term. Let me throw 3 or 4 terms out there. Business law terms. Forgery, fraud, misrepresentation, embezzlement. Now, what is embezzlement? Taking money without permission, right? Usually, if an accountant gets in trouble, he's keeping the taxes of one of his clients, not doing the IRS, he's therefore embezzling. The bank employee takes money, tries to conceal it, that's embezzling. All right, forgery is what? I was glad to know that some of these banks are on it. My son gave me a check on this business, the chiropractor. And he forgot to sign the check. So it was for a pretty good amount, $2,500 that he owed me. So I want to go deposit that check. He said it's okay and clear. So I don't have his signature. So I dig out a couple of his signatures on other documents, and I try to write like him. All right? So I signed the check. In that case, put it in my account. Well, I guess it went through, coming to his bank. They called him and told him it looks like somebody tried to forge a check on him. And he cleared it up, told him to go ahead and honor it. But he could have got me for forgery. For a debt that he owed me. All right, so forgery and embezzlement. That brings us up to fraud. What is fraud? Well, stealing may be embezzlement. Fraud and misrepresentation go together. All right. Enron. Have you ever heard of Enron? Big company, got in trouble. They went down. They had a lot of fraud on their books. They had millions of barrels of oil on their books as an asset. But those oil barrels were empty. They didn't have the asset. That's fraud. Okay? And that's misrepresenting the company. So your grandparents are getting a Social Security check. Some man in a suit comes up to their door. And he says, have you got your Social Security check in the mail? Yeah. Well, they know when it comes in the mail, these people who are out to sea. Your grandparents say, yeah, can't get it. We haven't cashed it yet. He says, well, I'm from the Social Security Administration. I need to take that check back. You got a raise. You'll get your new check in the mail in 2 or 3 days. So a lot of old people will sign that check over to him. That's definitely fraud, isn't it? So many cases of fraud. Accounting people get in trouble for it. Lawyers. Now, a doctor might get in trouble for malpractice. What's that?
Charge people for services they didn't render through insurance.
That's fraud. Malpractice is not being able to treat you the way they're supposed to. They treat you too much. I know my deceased wife, when she had cancer, they gave her an unneeded operation because the surgeon wanted big pay. Okay, that's malpractice. But it's fraud. They turn in too many visits, or did something for you that they didn't do, but they put it on paper that they did, or they billed twice. That's fraud. So there's a lot of fraud. Now, here's a potential ethical issue that's relating to fraud. There's whistleblowers, fixing prices, bribery, corruption, hidden managerial acts that the management does. Now, here are some of the acts that came about because of Enron. This Sarbanes and Oxley Act, if I'm pronouncing it right, that came about because of Enron. False Claim Act, is the Dodd-Frank Act. Now look at this one. Cole, let me ask you and Don, you're friends. You work together. whistleblower protection and penalties for failure to blow the whistle. So you work together, Cole and Jonathan's doing something you know that's real wrong. Would you blow the whistle on it? Here, there's some kind of protection if you do blow the whistle on it, but there's penalties if you don't blow the whistle on it. So, you have to think about it, wouldn't you? What's more important, your job or your friend? So, ethics are in every profession. You know, you can hear on national news or local news, some coach had an affair with a high school student. That's unethical. Even doctors, they come on to female patients. That's unethical, and so on. So we've got a lot of ethics, and I don't think lawyers are all ethical. And politicians, there's very few ethics. They don't care to lie. They don't care to exaggerate. A lot of things. Just watch politics on any channel you want to. Okay? Well, Jonathan watches on Fox. On the news. Don't watch the news. I saw an article that millennium. Now, who are millennium? Morgan, are you a millennium? Are you millennium? What's a millennium? Or when? I don't know. I think it'd be older than that. I want to think of somebody being under 30s millennium. But the news reporter went around that most of these millennials, they like liberalism, socialism, and they'd like to have free health care and free Medicare and free college. That's millennial. Government can't pay for all that, but the reporter went around and asked these students what socialism was. Does anybody in here know what socialism is? China is socialism. Cuba is socialism. Venezuela, they've had a lot of problems with socialism in Venezuela as well. But now the millennials, they quote Sweden and Finland or Denmark. Socialism is where the government controls a lot of services that you get, such as health care, such as education, and so on. But anyway, read about it. And if you're a socialist, that's fine with me. I just hate for somebody in here to be communist. That's the extreme. Okay. Do you know an IRS, if you know somebody's cheating on your taxes, IRS will give you a 10% of what they can collect. If you want to be a whistleblower on your brother. Okay. Standards of ethical conduct for management accountants, cost accountants. First off, you got to be competent in what you're doing. That's why you're taking classes in accounting to get competent. Confidential. When we do taxes for VITA, 4 of you will be doing taxes. We got to have confidential. If you do a professor's taxes or a secretary's taxes or another student's taxes, it's between you and that person, no one else. And you don't even tell your best friend. Integrity is being honest. And credibility, I think that goes along with integrity and being honest. Jonathan, did you ever take your automobile to have it repaired? Have you ever?
Me, myself.
No. Have you, Monique, taken your automobile to get repaired? Hillary? Well, I'm glad somebody here's got a car that tires up once in a while. So, Hillary, Where you take it to?
The closest garage usually.
The closest garage. All right. Is that garage credible? Have you heard they do good work? Have you heard they're honest, don't overcharge you?
My dad works there, so.
Well, then it ought to have a little bit of credibility then if you get your vehicle worked on, your dad works there. See what I mean by credibility? What kind of reputation does somebody have? You can see that this chapter don't have a whole lot in it. And if that's all that it has in it, it probably won't even be on a test. Just going through some of these management terms. I want you to read this chapter, and that's it. But the main meat starts in chapter 2. Even if you skip chapter 1, read chapter 2. All right. Chapter 2, we'll get in to some nitty gritty of cost accounting, a manufacturer statement. Now, what goes into making a product? What goes into making this statement? Now, in economics, it would be what? The 4 factors of production in economics. Everybody remember the 4 factors of production from your economics class? Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurability. Okay? So you had economics last year, you forgot it. I had economics 50 years ago. Okay. I did teach it for a few years, so that's why it stays with me. Wasn't that many years, most of it. But anyway, but now in accounting, in cost accounting, it's going to be materials, labor, and overhead. All right. You're going to build a house, so you have to have materials, you have to have labor. All right, somebody's labor. And of course, overhead is the electricity you use, or the depreciation on the tools, or the gasoline for your vehicle to get there, or a generator. So you're going to have materials, labor, and overhead. Now, go buy construction on a highway. What's the materials that when they're building a highway, what materials do they use? What materials do they use? You don't know what materials they use to make a road? What? Right. Gravel, a mixture of gravel and tire and so forth. Okay, so we're going to use that for labor and cost accounting is the people working on the road. Overhead are the people not working on the road. That's the blind person, girl, man, whatever. That's the surveyor. That's the boss that's standing around doing nothing. That's overhead. Okay? All right. So materials, labor, and overhead. There's the 3 main ingredients. Okay, now, this is the first day. We'll probably get out a little bit early. But most days, we'll get out at 12 o'clock. Because I have 3 straight classes, and it gives me a longer break to have lunch in there. So, get used to us having a 50-minute class or a 60-minute class instead of an hour 15-minute class. That makes sense? Okay, let's call it a day. Get everything straightened out, get your books ordered, get your schedule straight, and you 4 better be in taxes today. We got a heck of a lot to do with taxes. Get you straight there. Let's go with that right now.
I'm about to go. We did a lot of speaking. We did 3 weeks. Yeah, like she was talking about how she like we went first. On I don't know. She was like, communication skills, and I'm like, I'm in my 3rd year college. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be. I don't know how else I got here. I couldn't communicate. She was good. I was supposed to stay at like first year or 2. And I'm in my 3rd year, and I was like, to get out. I don't know. She was like, well, she was like, Tuesday, come up here with the most 3-minute speech. To talk about yourself. I'm like, 2nd day of class. Like, I'm time for this.
She told us with a bag presentation, like 3 items.
We got off around 30 seconds.
But we didn't even stand up, we sat at our table. Items on the bag.
This is my man. That's like, those little classes just piss me off. It's like, it's so, it's just wasted.
Homework.
What?
Homework for intermediate.
What about you?
How much is there?
Like the same amount as class? I honestly, probably, my best grade on homework was probably like a 75. I swear.
I got to the end, and I got to the point that I didn't fill in any numbers, I just put straight journal entries in.
Oh, yeah.
I was just getting, I still ended up with the 6.5, I don't know how.
I got beat.
And I was
Literally hanging out now. I got to like, I had no, like,
Most of the good on final test. I don't know how it's like I should. There's no way I should have got the. It's kind of like tax class last year.
I got a C in, yeah, in tax.
I think I did.
And a fucking, and a B in every, and I got like D's, like you can run to all kinds of grades, like I said before.
So say, he heard that one test, I don't think I got a final test right. Because whenever I was talking to him down the lobby, he was saying, oh, yeah, you made a, this. I feel like 78, that's not bad. I was like, I thought the problem turned out was 51. But, oh, yeah, that's right. I bet you when he was grading, the man, he was just like 78.
Did it take like, I think it was like 3 questions. So I'm sure that helped a lot. I don't know how to, like, when you had the actually, like, journal entry out. I don't know how to be. What's the news again?
And moved his office down there.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be.
That'll be something that walk over down there.
Other classes.
Oops. Are you going? Yeah.
It's like Wednesday.
Yeah.
What time? I mean, well,
He wants to.
Yeah. See, Mom.
I haven't even opened them.
Opened
They're still in the
up-
plastic.
Opened up and looked at it Sunday. And I come actually out of this, looking at it, and I was like, this thing,
I think he's just filling numbers.
it was like, look at these, it was like, if you look at the newly updated thing, it was like 26 people. I was just, yeah.
I'm supposed to be my day off.
I got class from 9:30 to 6:50 today. So, you got that class on the interview, you know how you mentioned that one thing.
Well, mine, where they switched teachers for audit, and he's only doing it 1 day a week, Mondays.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
got Mondays off now.
Well, I have to mix that up.
I don't really, I'm there till like 2 o'clock. Don't have to work on it.
Yeah. It's good to have one class on one day, but sometimes it sucks because you gotta get it. Yeah, it's like it's only one
When they
class.
changed my business law class, it was supposed to be from like 4 to 6. Now it's online. Sometimes like.
It's 4 to 6.
Yeah, at least 26, it's not like you're just, well, I went home for 12, 1, or 1:15, and go right now.
Well, I guess we're staying in the same room, your schedule, if I had a schedule for it, we're in the same room.
It says 300 or something.
It's better, I'm not true. Run me everywhere, they had my Cost County base, 309.
It's 12:30, it says 3:12.
What?
Be 3:12. Or in 3:12, my bad.
No, we'll stay here.
What about the BFTA tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night,
Yeah, what class are we back on?
you won't be here tomorrow night. I'll tell you all about it today. It's gonna take us 3 weeks to get ready,
Yeah.
so for 3 weeks, you're gonna have to be here on Wednesday night.
Okay.
We don't start Wednesday nights until February. That helps.
We'd all been here tomorrow, like. Hey.
Yeah, I would have been. My dog farm, you gotta get my car. It looks like Frankenstein right now. You peel these skin back so they have to stitch it up. So that you don't go to the road anymore. We have one of those invisible fences, but his collar died.
Usually after they wear it, they like know their boundaries and they don't even try it.
Well, I guess he figured it out.
Yeah. You can't hear that beat, he said, no beat. I'm out.
But he got skinned from like here up to the shoulder. It was amazing. Shay's my dog, but he's really my mother-in-law's dog, but I take care of him. It works out pretty good because she's footing the vet bill. Everybody from Jacksonville.
I don't think she is. Or is she from Jackson?
I think the only person. The other,
Terry.
there, yeah, but I don't know.
He never came to that.
No, I don't think.
You remember when he called him once of those things? That shit was all hilarious. He said Timmy or some shit. That's just.
He told me Terry for a long time. I don't even know who that is.
I'm looking at this live stream.
Oh my goodness, that's just.
I don't think he is. I really don't think it is.
Jesus Christ. Let's go home.
I would just stop it.
Some of us.